matchup. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Gophers offense will start this game off with the football. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating.
He smashes his way through again. There he goes down the right side. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Williams from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give is to Taylor, and they're able to get him down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Keep it on the ground. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Washington wants to go quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Right back to the well. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical. And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Carr. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The inside handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams going for 6. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Finding some room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lindsey. On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Washington right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Williams to throw. Looking for a big play. Makes a deep grab. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Williams. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's his 2nd big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the 1st quarter.
Taylor has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Complete on the left to Smith. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul, defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. With the catch, it's Tracy. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. And Minnesota has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. The give on the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Williams. Got the back over the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line.
Could be an alley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams looking for a man. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. He's there to make the stop. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. On the run, it's Carr. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Williams makes the catch. It's caught. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They get to the line quickly. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A quick pass to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Here's Williams to throw. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Heaves it deep. Got it down the field. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. To the house. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Williams. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Timeout called by the Huskies, that's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. The run inside. It's Carr. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Williams will pass. Looking down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Makes a man miss. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Sooners coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Husky Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Defense right him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Williams got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Going to the running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Fires left side, it's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
To throw, it's Lindsey. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Washington wants to go quickly. Williams. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the 2nd half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Play fake, Williams. Fires quickly. On the move at the 30. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. Here's Williams to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down.
Turning it on! Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. This offense set up with a 2nd and short.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got the back in the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Off the RPO, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They
get through, and it's blocked. Defense has it.
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give is to Taylor. Fighting off the defender.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, they get time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He's got the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Washington right back to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have...
It's a running room. The 20. Touchdown, Husky. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Minnesota sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Taylor has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking to the big tight end. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. That's caught. It's Washington. Made a defender miss. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Washington wants to go quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Run in the red zone. It's Washington. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Washington.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab, it's Helms.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He goes right back to the air. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football. An absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There's no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Gonna look downfield again. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Washington right back to the line.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a... Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. It's Williams again. He's got it. First down and more. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field. Just enough to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll give it to Washington. And he's stopped right there. No gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Williams. It's complete on the right side.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks, right? These are the decisions you have to make as a coach. Do I want to go for it? Continue to maybe run some clock. I'd love to kick a field goal when it's at 1, right? A 1 on the clock and walk out with a dub. Big decision here because you might have to go play some defense and get a stop if you kick the field goal now.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Wow, that's their second 4th down conversion on this drive.
And this is going to change the way I play defense. If they're going to go for it on 4th down, there is no, oh, I got to get them to 4th down and they're going to punt. Man, I got to play all 4 downs. This is incredibly difficult to handle when you're a defensive football player.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams gets open down the middle. Touchdown, Husky. They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The Gophers back on top.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Williams on the play fake. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Working the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. To the air, it's Lindsey. Here's a throw downfield late. Leaping grab for a big gain. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.